trying to paint a curved, almost smiling stroke. This is what gives my painting a fisheye effect in it. A little bit of water, dip in, drag off the extra, pull out a small amount of yellow, a little bit of the white. You can see I've just really put it on my brush nicely. Coming right here, I've got a nice dawn happening. You can use any yellow that you have. I like that this doesn't require a lot of colors, and it's going to go really well. So I'm just making sure all the paint is off my brush onto the canvas. I'm going to rinse out a little bit, drag off the extra water. And now I'm going to come get a little bit of my blue. Right? It's still a little dirty with my yellow. That's going to give me almost a turquoise, and I'm going to add my white to this. I'm going to come where the yellow is still wet, and I'm just going to go back and forth. Acrylic paint blends where it is wet. So if you go wet into wet, that's where you get the blending. And you can see that it being streaky makes it look like a really beautiful sky. And I'm really fond of this effect. I'm going to get a little more blue here. A little more white. I want it to be darker, but just a smidge, because skies tend to get darker as they go up. And all you're trying to do is create this beautiful feeling of an easy sky. Anyone can do the sky. You can do the sky. This is what you're doing. You're just brushing back and forth, curving. I'm sure you're doing great. I'm sure you're doing okay. That's about all I need out of that, but I have one last thing to do. I'm going to rinse my brush off a little bit. Take off the extra water. I'm going to take a little of my yellow over here by my green. Just get a little bit of green. I want kind of a bright color here. And where the yellow is above the white bottom of the canvas, I'm going to just very lightly put in this bright green. That's what's going to be peeking out from my blades of grass. Paint on my finger there. It's going to help me. It's going to help you. See how you're brushing back and forth? You're just brushing back and forth. Now your lines. This is real fun. I use just the tip of my brush, and I let the canvas underneath show through, and this creates this look. I'm going to get my brush a little bit wet, come back over to my green. If it grabs a little of the yellow there, I don't mind. Don't be too concerned about your painting. Be relaxed. How you feel will show. So I'm just, you can see that this is just, all I'm doing is I press in and flick up. Press in and flick up. That's all I'm doing. This isn't hard. You're just going grass, 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 grass. See, I'm letting a lot of that green show through. That's what you want. Now, I'm going to rinse out a little bit. You can see how that's taking me a couple tries. Sometimes I have to wipe my brush off on a towel. Get a little more water. Pull that out. I'm going to get some yellow. Maybe even a little white here. And I'm making this very bright grass green. Twirl the brush. Load up on the edge here. Let's make another layer of grass. Look at that. Get some more yellow if you need it to brighten it up. That's all you got to do. And just go grass, 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 grass. So now you've got a couple layers of grass. You can take off the extra water, get that dark green, which is the blue and the green together. Putting a little bit on my brush on the edge there, right? Just on the tip. That's real fun. There you go. And we're going to curve a couple stems. So I'm going to come right here. See this little V of grass? I'm going to start there. I'm going to just make a nice curved little stem going up. He needs a little friend. is shorter. So I'm going to curve a little stem coming back just on the edge of this brush. See? I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make an even friendlier little guy over here. Maybe I'll start at the top and pull down. Just using the edge of my brush. Get some of your yellow, maybe some of your white. And you can come make a little highlight in the stem if you want. Just a small one. It doesn't have to be a lot. Grab some of your yellow right here. Come right at the end and we're going to make a little half circle. Little button. See the button? Little half circle button. Another little one right here. Maybe this one is a little more like a football shape. They don't even have to touch the stem exactly. A little football shape. And then get just a little of the black. My brush is dirty. I just mix around so I get like almost a dark green, don't I? I'm going to come and shade the bottom of my button. Just a little bit to give it some shape. Just dab down and make a half circle around the open part right there. Here. Little cotton buds. Little dabs. You can make this as big or small as you want. You're just saying that that's open. I'm going to get some fresh buds. These can get a little bit. Here, this is 3. Now I'm going to make a nice little puffy circle around my center. I don't put my dots actually that much on my center. They can be a little bit on there, but not too much. See, just a little bit. And I concentrate them the most at the outer edge. So I have that there. I'm going to go ahead and do this guy up here. I think I want this one to be a little bit bigger. But remember, it's easy to make something bigger than smaller, so take your time. And this is just a fun painting that you can do where you can make something nice for spring to put up on your wall. Give as a gift. Not too much over that because we don't want to lose all the detail, right? Let's put our darkest to the outside. Make sure they have a nice definition around the outside of this particular one. And then I'm going to blow some of these seeds up in the wind. And that's the wish you might have in your painting. So let's get one of your individual cotton buds. Put a little paint on it. And then we're going to travel a little line on a merry little breeze going away. To faraway lands. You can see that.